Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. That was so cheesy. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, if you can see next to me, I have my prized pothos Enjoy, which is looking super beautiful. I have it climbing up a fern totem, but if you can see, in the middle here, she is looking a little nude, and that is because when she reached the pole the first time, I sort of just left it too long and it grew funny, so I propagated it, and then when it started to shoot out again, I was like, right, I'm going to extend the pole. So I extend the pole and there was this weird little nude gap. So I am going to air layer it, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So eventually, once it's rooted, I'm going to cut the plant, and then I'm still undecided what I want to do from there. But anyway, I'm rambling again. I thought I would just show you how to air layer your plants. Now I do have a few different methods, and I will show you them as well. I'll insert a picture here of what this little pothos used to look like. I grew it from a tiny little cutting, and as you can see, she is quite big. So yeah, that is what I'm going to do. Okay. So I guess I will talk a little bit about air layering. So essentially it is just a way of propagating your plants without actually taking cutting. So you root them before you actually cut the plant. Now the traditional method is using like a clear cling wrap, which you fill with a medium. So I'm going to be using sphagnum moss, and essentially what you do is you just wrap the moss around the part of the plant that you want to propagate or you want to root. Then you wrap the clear plastic around that, and that keeps the moisture and humidity in around the roots, and then you secure the cling film with the sphagnum moss around your plant. Now there is a new product which has come out, and it is these prop balls. So I bought these from James at Bright Filtered Light. I will leave a link to his Instagram account down in the description. Can't remember exactly how much they were, but they come in a pack of 4. So that is the small size, and that is the large size. And basically what it is just a reusable air layering prop ball. So instead of using cling film, you use this. So you fill this with your desired medium. I actually have a few on my plants inside, so I've got one with fern fibre and one with sphagnum moss, and they're just doing their thing. And you just pop that around the part of the plant that you want to propagate, and yeah, you can reuse these over and over again. So they're really cool. So I'll show you how you use those a bit later. But first, let's get to propagating or air layering this beautiful beast. So hopefully this is in focus, but this is the part I'm going to be air layering. So it's got 2 leafless nodes here. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack sphagnum moss in and around here, wrap it and secure it, and hopefully this part's roots so I can cut it clean here, and then I will have the top part and the bottom part as 2 separate plants. I might still like plant them up together eventually, I'm not too sure, but that's for future me to worry about. But what you want to do is grab some cling film. So I have a container here of damp sphagnum moss. This actually has been soaked in water with coconut in. It's like a sort of like a coconut powder which helps stimulate root growth and also provides some nutrients for the plant. So hopefully this will give it the extra boost it needs. Now I'm going to squeeze out any excess moisture, because I don't want it too soggy around the plant. And then basically I'm just gonna kind of like shove the moss on, I guess. So you want to make sure all the roots are covered in the part that you want the roots to grow. So I'm going to be cutting, once it's grown its roots, I'm eventually going to be cutting it here, so I'll leave that bit exposed, and I sort of just want this top piece to grow roots. So once you've wrapped your moss around the piece you want to air layer, you grab your cling film. It is quite tricky, especially when you've got to try and hold the moss as well as wrap cling film around it, which is why those prop balls are amazing. But those prop balls wouldn't work for this situation because I have the big pole in the way. So we're going back to the old school method. So I'll wrap the top around. And the good thing about cling film though is that sort of once you've wrapped it on itself, it sort of holds itself there. So make sure it is all sealed so there's no air bubbles. If there is any air gaps, it just leads the moss to dry out quicker, and you want to try and keep the moisture and humidity around there. So let me just, there we go. So that is sort of what it looks like. So the moss is wrapped all the way around, giving there plenty of room for the roots to grow. The cling film is wrapped around it. I'm going to secure it to the plant, so I'll show you what I do there. So some people use string, but I'm actually going to use this garden twine just so I can open it easily and wrap it around easy. Just anything that'll secure it basically to your plant. Now you don't want to wrap it or tie it super tight so it strangles your plant. You just want to do it tight enough to hold the cling film and moss there and sort of keep the air from drying it out too quickly. But if you do notice it does dry out, what you can do is you can just get a spray bottle and open obviously the top and spray some water down just to re-dampen the soil, re-dampen the moss. Perfect. Okie dokie. There we have it. One air layered pothos. I'm not too sure how long this is going to take, but I will keep you updated. Make sure you follow me on Instagram because I'll probably be updating it there rather than on YouTube. But we shall see how she goes. I just want to actually show you the size of these enjoy leaves. Like, these leaves are huge. And that is from it climbing, so the leaves just keep getting bigger and bigger, which is why I don't really want to chop and prop. I want to keep it growing, keeping it growing these big beautiful leaves. It is a new leaf on the way as well. I love it so much. Okay, so I've got this big Syngonium macrophyllum here, which I might propagate using one of those prop balls to show you how they work. It's actually my mother plant which I cut, and it has grown 2 growth points, so it's got like 2 plants now growing from it. And I might try and propagate one of the, I'm not sure which tip I will I'm not sure which one I'm going to propagate. Maybe this one, maybe the bigger one. But anyway, I'll show you how to use one of the prop balls. So I'm obviously going to have to use this big one to fit the stem through. And James actually did tell me that at the tip of the nozzle there is a little lip, so you can actually trim that down if this part is too long. And usually you have this side facing up, so if you want to water the medium, it's like a little funnel that you can water your plant through. And it actually does come with, where's my little one? comes with these little rubber bands which you can use to put around the corners to help hold it together, but I find the clips on them are actually strong enough, so you don't necessarily need to use the little rubber bands. So I might actually cut this nozzle down to start with, and then I will show you how to use it. So what you want to start with is obviously opening up your prop ball. You want to get your medium of choice. Again, I'm going to use the sphagnum moss with the soaked in the coconut water. And you want to sort of fill it up. You don't want to pack it too tightly because you want to have enough sort of air space for the roots to grow and develop. If you pack it too tight, it won't give them enough space to grow. So basically you just want to fill both halves a little bit over full, I should say. And then when you push them together, it'll form a seal around your plant. Okay, so this is the node I have selected with a nice aerial root. And basically you want to grab one half of your prop ball and carefully place it round where you want it to go. So basically like that, making sure that the node that you want to grow roots is in the middle. Okay, change of plan. I have removed this leaf and I am getting both of these nodes in here just because how it's growing on such an awkward angle. Ideally you'd want your stem that you're going to propagate to be straight, but you know, nature sometimes doesn't play ball. Haha, excuse the pun. Anyway, you get your other side of your prop ball and you push it on. You just clip the sides together and ta-da! You have one air layering prop ball. So basically what I'm going to do now is, because this prop ball is quite heavy, I'm going to put a bit of wire through these two holes and wrap it around this support stake just to hold the prop ball in place and support it like this. So that is what I'm going to do now. So now the pole is supporting the weight of the prop ball and it's taking the weight off the stem, so it's not going to bend over and snap. I will show you how I've jimmied that up. So this is basically what I've done. I've just looped some of that wire through the holes around the pole and to the other side, and that is taking the weight of the prop ball. So now we wait a few weeks. Because it's transparent, you can see when the roots are fully developed and when you should take your cutting. But yeah, now we just wait. So I'm going to use the small prop ball on this Philodendron Brazil here. This is the node I have selected. The thing with the small prop ball is that it's connected, so it's nice and easy. Again, just pop moss in each side, and there's actually a little clip that you can clip it closed. You can use the rubber bands, but I'm not going to because I'm not really going to be moving this plant. So I'm going to put some moss in there. Okay, so I've filled it up with moss, and now what you want to do is you want to get your node, again with the cuppy side facing up. Place your node in the middle. That's a good position. Place your node in the middle, like so. Fold it over, and then just clip it closed, and there you have it. Like, these are so simple to use, and because they come in a pack of 4, like you could propagate one plant in 4 different places at once. Like, it is so simple. It is such a fail-proof method. But yeah, I will come back to you in a few weeks and we'll see if this has any roots. Okay guys, that is it for this video. I hope you found it informative. I hope you found it useful. Let me know in the comment box below if this sort of video is something that you like to see, like a bit of tutorial, bit of DIY. Yeah, we'll keep you updated with how these plants go with their root balls. I'm so excited for the Enjoy. I really hope it works and I hope it's successful, because I can't wait to keep growing it even bigger. I want big leaves, like big leaves. Yeah, anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like this video. You can thumbs it up or thumbs it down if it's not your cup of tea. I don't mind. Anyway, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!